man. So, as you guys may or may have not known, Shannon Sharpe did reach a settlement in that lawsuit he had with that 20-year-old, the little white girl that did OnlyFans. And basically, I thought, hold on, let me pull this shit up because chick retired from OnlyFans. Yeah, so chick announced after the settlement that she reached, people said it probably was like 10 million or whatever. Who knows the amount of money? But she says, today I have decided to retire from OnlyFans. Thank you for the incredible support you've shown me over the past few years. This community has given me a life I could have never imagined. I'll still be active on social media and have several new projects in the works that I can't wait to share. I'm truly excited for this new chapter, this next chapter. I love you all forever and ever. Oh yeah, this situation right here, it is not going to divert ladies from doing this shit in the future. Shannon, thank you for what you did to the economy for tricks. The tricks will be sick moving forward. All thanks to you, Unc. All thanks to you. But okay, Joe Budden podcast, they are talking about whether or not he's going to end back up on ESPN after the situation. The crazy thing about it is, all them folks, all the executives at ESPN, they doing similar shit. They doing similar shit and probably married as hell. At least Shannon ain't married, but they doing similar shit. We seen what's going on with the Joy Teller. We seen what's going on in that situation over at FS1. Y'all don't think they moving the same type of way at ESPN? Come on now, let's tell the truth. But let's see what the Joe Budden podcast got to say over here. You will see a still image on the screen. Let's go ahead and tap in.
Sometimes. Okay. But ESPN, does Shannon Sharpe, we gonna see him on NFL Sunday this fall?
They might let the Heat pass off for a couple months.
Because that might have been with ESPN. That might have been their stipulation.
July. Yeah, but football start in a month.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Not even. I mean, his press release said back...
That announcement probably was for football starting in a month.
I'm sure.
Yeah, that's what it feel like. It felt like a football announcement. Because when he first took time off from ESPN, he said, I'll be back for football season.
Oh, yeah. He'll be back.
Yo, bro, even
I got him coming back. I'm totally switching.
So. Beginning of the season?
I didn't see it before, but I also didn't factor in the state of ESPN, which is why he will be back. I think if Disney was big dick Disney like we're used to them being, then they tell him to off. But that's not going to happen. They gave Pat McAfee the Sports Center block and let him curse. And let him curse out Stephen A. And let him they let him do whatever he want up there. Because there's a new way to do things.
Sure. Yeah.
So, and in that new way, Shannon's pretty important.
He valuable.
Shannon Sharpe is pretty important in that new way of doing things. If you're going to crush him, which I'm sure there was a C-suite meeting about, then who's his replacement?
Right.
Y'all got to go build one. And it ain't another one.
No, it ain't another Shannon.
It ain't another one.
It ain't another Shannon, but there are talks that saying that TV Shannon, they're basically saying it's not me. They saying he a B. He not an A. He needs the A to be really the Shannon that we want to see.
Yeah, who the hell said that? Who said that?
His man at the network.
Not me. Bro, if you read any of the stuff, that's what they're saying.
I kind of agree though. Like Shannon as an A, he cool. You don't want him to be the A. If he's the A too much, you're not gonna like him. Because Shannon takes, they're very harsh on athletes that people come to platforms to hear good things about the athletes that they love. Shannon has a few athletes he loves and other athletes he go in on their ass. So a lot of people probably have some issues with things that he said in the past about a lot of different athletes. So with him being the A mic, it may be too much. But him being the B mic, it's like, it softens the blow. That's why Ocho works so well with him, because Shannon's able to go hard on the athletes, where Ocho able to, bring the love to the athletes.
That Shannon is a B. That's what they're saying.
Where do they get that from?
I think that's true.
He is a B. Like,
historically, he's been a B outside of
and
the show with
he shines as a B.
Yeah.
He shines as a B.
I don't think that's fair.
His comedic presence.
I don't think it's a diss.
It's not a diss.
It's not a diss.
It's not a diss. We take the wrong things as diss. Shannon can be funny as a B.
Yeah, I don't want him driving a conversation.
And that's where he's immensely dope, when he can be funny, when he can bring out personality and all that other stuff.
We've also just never seen him really be the A outside of, like I said, the late.
He's an A on his show.
Yeah.
He's an A on anything that he does away from the network.
I think that's his point. TV Shannon ain't A.
But then we can't call him a B mic.
Or you just say,
Then we can't call him a B mic. Because anybody is a B mic next to Skip Bayless, who has the deal at ESPN and FS1.
That's true.
He's not bringing in nobody to be a...
That's a good point.
And he was an A enough next to Skip.
Yeah.
They're not putting him with just A mics. They putting him next to dynamic people that run shit. Stephen A. So the effect that he's having is a Mike effect. The revenue he brings in, the advertisers, all that shit is a Mike. So I cannot go to sleep and call him a B Mike.
That makes sense.
Well, he should just wait for the A Mike to go on vacation and then just take that shit.
Well, the rumor was that ESPN was clearing out that whole PTI slot and all of that shit for Shannon to be the A Mike.
I could see Nightcap being on ESPN, like the clips from the previous night being ran at that point, because the topics they talk about is very relevant to what's going on. So I could see that. I could really, really see that.
And now that just bought them leverage. All the shit bought them leverage. Let's say his deal for $100 million might not have been 100. Let's say it was 75.
Oh yeah, now you get him on a cheat.
Now you get him for 35.
Now you get him on a cheat.
Right. Now you get him for 35.
I think that is bull.
That's nasty. That's crazy.
Shit.
And also, I'm sorry, I'm just giving y'all important context. You got to also factor in there's other shows that come with Nightcap. You're gonna have the Jeff Teague show. The Jeff Teague show is under his shit. Also, Bubba Dub's show doesn't do it as well, but Jeff Teague's show is under Shay Shay Club, Shay Shay Media, if I'm correct. And the Jeff Teague show does great numbers.
It's crazy. Unless he
catching the talented A Mike. Which part? Catching the talented A Mike and the bad times and bringing them in and making them this B Mike.
I think this situation is really up. I know you telling a joke. This situation, I think, is really up.
Me too.
It's real up. It take a lot of time.
I don't think so. I'm struck. You know what? Does it depend on what? Again, part of me is like, if he did it, right? That's that. Let's take that off the table, though, right?
If you take that off the table,
he just made some dumbass choices repeatedly.
Martin? We've all made dumbass choices in our life. They shouldn't be $50 million choices.
Well, if I'm paying you $100 million, I would hope that you make better choices.
Because he didn't get paid $100 million.
Because they're talking about Disney. I mean, part of it is like this hurts.
This came out once it was rumored that he was going to get $100 million.
Oh, y'all think it's you think it like that?
The next month.
No, I'm saying you think that was like a deliberate like.
The next month. Oh, you getting what? Buzzing. He buzzing.
I got you.
Fam, like, man, please.
I feel you. I don't know.
Yo, if he didn't do it.
Anytime I see something, bro, my question is always, why is it happening right now? Why am I getting this information right now?
Yeah.
That's it. So when Shorty dropped the lawsuit and everything, okay, why write this?
I hear what you said. I thought you were saying something even more deviant. I thought you were saying the network was in on it.
No, I'm not saying. I'm not saying that. It wouldn't shock me, but I'm not saying that. But I just, why right now? Whether somebody put her up to it, whether it was her on her own brain doing it, whatever. I find it ironic that as soon as the news hit, yo, he's looking at $100 million deal. Now this happens. Now you don't get the $100 million deal.
I don't think it's that deep of a conspiracy. If I see someone that's on a massive ascension and about to go to the stratosphere and I have a potentially reason to sue,
right?
I'm going to sue right now.
It makes sense. Yeah.
Mark, the reason I'm not looking at it like he did something, and I'll say this in closing, is because no other entity out there is looking at it like he did something. And yes, she got some civil money, but as we've just seen, the state could watch this. The feds could watch this. If we feel like you broke a law, we are going to come for criminal charges against you. None of that's happening. She just got paid.
That's tough on sexual assault, though. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like one word against the other. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to.
We just watch we just saw it. All they need is a witness.
Yeah, but that's
they didn't win.
I'm about to say they got the ass kicked. The only thing they got was the prostitution part, and that's with a whole investigation. That's with a whole lot of investigation. But in this case, you're talking about just a one-on-one act.
I hear what you're saying, Mark.
You know what I mean? I'm just saying it's hard to prove sexual assault in general.
I got you.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Again, and I'm not saying I have no idea who's telling the truth here. I just know that if I work for Disney, and I know that that particular brand has an investment in the host being spotless, I know going in that even the 20-year-old OnlyFans model is bad for business, as opposed to
I'm with you.
That's all I'm saying. In terms of choices,
I agree with 1,000%. I agree. But when he was Shorty, that was 3 years before he became the man that we see that's eligible for $100 million deal. He met her when she was 19.
Yeah, but he was so fucking as recently as like last January. What? It was real recent.
for like 2 or 3 years.
And he wasn't nobody, by the way, 3 years ago.
Right.
But he wasn't $100 million man.
I still think that you need to behave.
No, he should definitely have
You need to
practiced
have a certain amount of
different level of
discipline
discernment.
as a $50 million man, as a $20 million
As a
As a
man.
$10 million, as a $1 million man.
Right. If you made 500 grand, he needs to have more discipline and discernment. And I'm down to have a conversation about his decision making and discernment or lack thereof. Just not in this. In this situation, I'm with Mark. If he did that, this punishment is not enough.
True.
And if he didn't do it, boy, this is twisted.
Yeah, I think that's a good summation.
Yeah, that's what I got for y'all.
Yeah.
I agree, and but I think that all the points that they made as far as him possibly getting back on ESPN makes a lot of sense because I think we've grown. Once again, I've said this in the past, I'll say it again. Viewers have grown as far as the understanding of how these cases work because all they care about is viewers. They want to understand how the viewers are going to react to this person being on their screen. If the viewers are much more privy to the information as far as how these lawsuits work and what actually happened versus the narrative that's being pushed by naysayers or whatever negative opinions that may be out there, then it will be much safer to platform these people. The viewers have grown because of so many salacious lawsuits. We know how to sift through the bullshit. We understand when, okay, this is a money grab. Technically, he may have been wilding out, but we know that he didn't do X, Y, and Z to this girl against her will. It was consensual, but she found a great area to sue him and threaten him by basically embarrassing him based on his sexual preferences and things of that sort. That's what this shit comes down to. Most viewers understand that point. So if ESPN, Disney, whomever looks at the situation saying, listen, you look at his platform, the numbers are still there. People are supporting him. They really don't care. They understand what we know because like I told y'all, most people that are executives in that building moving the same damn way. What Jesus say, it's all about just don't get caught. Just don't get caught. But even still, nigga getting caught in whatever situation that he was into, and then after that point got settled out of court. You know how many lawsuits ESPN or Disney has been in? And the shit got set out of court. This shit probably happens all the damn time. But if you see his platform isn't dying, and I think the numbers are still respectable when Ocho and Shannon are on the show. I think he's still doing well. Then it's no big deal in my opinion. Bring him back on the show. People may have other opinions, different perspectives on the situation, but I think, man, bring the nigga back on the show. It's cool. Hey though, y'all let me know what you gotta say in the comment section below. Me, I'm going to get up out of here though. This is another update with Stace. Yo.